Hello, everybody. Before I go anywhere with this, I have two questions to ask you. The first question is, how long do you plan to live? If you were going to die at a ripe old age, what age would that be? What would you consider it? The second question is, are you burning the candle at both ends? Are you very busy? There's not enough time in your day? And if that's the case, you may want to reconsider that number you assigned yourself because that number may not be accurate. My name is John Polheber, and for speech number 2, I want to talk to you about stress, chronic stress, and how it affects the body. I found out as a police officer, there was a statistic coming out a few years ago that say the life expectancy of a police officer is roughly 10 to 15 years less than a national average. So that means I don't have a whole lot of time left on earth, c'est la vie, after retirement. I plan to beat those odds. Now, when questioned why that's the case, it's due to chronic stress. What we found out is that as our ancestors grew up in the African savannas 200,000 years ago, they were set up in a fight or flight condition. They had to hunt to survive, but they also became prey on occasion for animals. In our bodies, right above our brainstem, we have a receptor which realizes when there's a problem, danger lurking, and it's called a fear receptor. Now, when that fear receptor activates, our whole bodies surge with hormones that allow us to either fight, run like hell, flee, flight, or freeze till we figure out what we're going to do. Now, that works great. It helps us a lot. But does it help us in modern times? Dr. John Medina of Brain Rules brings up this point. He says when a hormone surges through the body, we are responding to a threat. But what happens if we respond the same way to a less than dangerous threat? We have moved and advanced so far that right now, as I stand here and talk to you in the outdoors, I'm not afraid of being attacked by an animal. I don't expect an animal to come here and go after me. But our bodies, our brains have not caught up to our current circumstances. So really there is no difference between a bear standing in a corner, sizing you up for dinner, and you being called into your boss's office because you really screwed up about something, a total big screw up. Both cases will cause your body to have these hormones surging. Now when those hormones surge, you got a couple problems. One, your heart rate goes up, your blood pressure goes up, eyes dilate, your pupils dilate. Many things happen to your body, but it's to help you survive. But the instance of going into your boss's office, getting your butt chewed, and then walking out, maybe a rank lower, maybe suspended, maybe fired, or maybe just a slap on the wrist. No matter what happens, you still had those hormones surging through your body. You didn't run, you didn't fight, you didn't do anything. You just stood there. And now you're coming back out of that office into reality, and you're thinking, now what? How do we get rid of these hormones that are surging in our body? In the past, our ancestors ran or fought, and that helped them. Let's do the same thing. Next time we feel extremely stressed, whenever we have a serious problem, the first opportunity we have is to do something physical. If it's rhythmic, if it's aerobic, that's the best you can do. Go out for a run, go for a long walk, climb a hill, something, because that will push the stress out of you, it'll release endorphins, and help your body come back to normal stabilization. It's very important for us to do that, because if we don't do that, another side effect of those hormones surging is that our digestive system stops. Our immune system dwindles to nothing because it's more worried about the immediate danger than the long-term effects. As long as that stress stays at hand, we are going to be exposed to those long-term effects. How many times have you known somebody who was extremely stressful, maybe yourself, then you were susceptible to a common cold? Couldn't get rid of it. It's not just you, and it's not just a cold. It's the beginning of hypertension. It's the beginning of type 2 diabetes, inability to fight off cancer. These are very serious issues. So, next time you feel stressed, do something active. Do something really enjoyable. Go out, have a run, go for a walk, something. Little things that shouldn't mean nothing to you, let them mean nothing to you. Little things are not important anyway, are they? Thank you for your time.